Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and this is day 16 of the 80 Days to Your Dream Body course. Today's protein source is going to be turkey thighs with the skin, and today's going to be a back training workout. And the theme for today's workout is recovery. So, right now, I'm going to be explaining different modalities that you can incorporate into your training routine to help you recover quicker and enhance the effects of your workouts. Now, let's get started. And while we're resting, let's discuss the eighth recovery modality, and that is going to be dynamic stretching. Dynamic stretching, it's kind of the opposite of static stretching. With static stretching, you are just taking a muscle through its lengthened position and you are holding it for a specific period of time. Whereas with dynamic stretching, you are actively engaging the muscle. And with static stretching, you would want to perform it post workout. With dynamic stretching, ideally, you would want to perform it prior to your workouts or any type of physical activity because it's going to be great for engaging the muscles and also preparing your body for movement. With regard to dynamic stretching, one of the things is you are taking a muscle through its ranges of motion. So it's going to enhance your muscle activation, improve your range of motion, and also reduce the risk of injury. Let's say you partake in a sport that involves a lot of running. You're either a soccer player or a football player, or you just do something like sprinting. When you are running, what you have to do is you have to actively engage your hip extensors like your glutes in order to propel yourself forward. And then on the follow through to prepare for the next stride, you need to actively engage your hip flexors, things like your psoas major and your rectus femoris, in order to bring your leg forward. So when you are doing dynamic stretching, let's say you do something like leg swings. If you're swinging your leg forward and backward, you're going to be engaging all of the muscles that are going to be used when you are performing your sport, specifically with regard to running. And because you are specifically using the muscles that are going to be involved in that sport, there's a direct applicability to the sport that you're going to be competing in. So it's really great at actually using the same movement patterns that you are performing in your sport. You just want to make sure that you pick the appropriate exercises. Another one of the benefits is that it's going to improve your muscle coordination. One of the reasons it's going to improve your coordination is because a lot of people, they have faulty problems with regard to motor control. And with regard to motor control, by doing something like leg swings, you are activating opposing muscle groups. So by activating agonist and antagonistic muscles, this is going to help improve your motor control. And by improving your motor control, it's going to help with things like balance and coordination. So it's absolutely terrific if you partake in any type of sport that involves any type of coordination whatsoever, which pretty much every single sport is going to need. Next, it's also going to be really terrific at boosting your energy levels pre-workout. Whenever we do any type of activity, we want to make sure if we're doing it prior to engaging in a sport that we ramp up the nervous system a little bit. So by doing something like dynamic stretching, it's very active and it's very fast paced. Whereas with static stretching, it's very slow pace. So you're just holding a static position. That's going to ramp down your body. So you're going to down regulate the nervous system. We want to upregulate the nervous system when we are competing in sports. So doing something like static or dynamic stretching is going to be much more beneficial because you're doing quick movements. Those quick movements are going to upregulate the nervous system. And by upregulating the nervous system, it is going to prepare us for sport and you're going to be much more better at when it comes time to actually competing. So with regard to dynamic stretching, do it before. Static stretching, do it after a sport or workout. But our rest period is up. Time for set number 3. Thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. Be sure to like, share, and leave a comment as it'll help the algorithm. And if you enjoyed the content, show your support by subscribing to the channel by clicking on the icon in the bottom right corner. And if you really want to show your support, then consider becoming a member by clicking on the icon in the bottom left corner. These new high quality videos aren't cheap to edit, and the $5 membership will really help with the video editing budget. You'll also get access to a ton of exclusive perks like early access to videos and this program design lecture playlist in the top right-hand corner. And if you want to learn how to do a one-armed pull-up, then check out the playlist on the top left corner.